Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the final pitch night of the B1 Bank Entrepreneur Training Program. I am so excited to be here with you guys tonight. It has been a long journey. My name is Darlisa Diltz. I'm the Managing Director and owner of the North Texas Entrepreneur Education and Training Center, where we provide education by way of cohorts, training, and individualized connectivity throughout the Metroplex and parts of the United States. So I am very excited and honored to be here tonight with our partner, B1 Bank, who has sponsored this program to ensure that entrepreneurs like yourself have access to credit, have access to lending, and have access to an opportunity to connect with a financial lending platform with support. Today marks a signature night for you guys simply because you've made it. You've done 8 weeks of, I would call, intense training, development, learning, pulling, stretching, probably frustration as well. And so I want to congratulate you guys for making it to this point. You guys started with a larger cohort, but as the term goes, only the strong survive, right? So I want to first and foremost congratulate you guys. Secondly, I want to applaud you for the work that you've done to get to this point. Tonight, we have lots of supporters online with us, in addition to our social networks who are following along. And tonight is about you. Tonight, we celebrate the accomplishments that you've had within your company, within this 8 weeks, and hopefully learn a little bit more about what you guys have gleaned from this program. So, without further ado, I'm going to call on our program sponsor, Miss Allison, to share a few words if she would like. Allison, are you there?
Yes, thank you. I'm very honored to be here as well. I'm very excited to see what you guys have been working on. And I really hope that y'all get a lot out of this program and that it was helpful for you. So thanks again for including me in this meeting, and I'm excited to see what y'all have. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So, we are going to kick things off. For those in social media land, we are going to start the session off with our first presenter, Miss Nakima Russell. And all of the presenters have 7 minutes to share their business presentations, and then we open it up for Q&A. And that is where you, the community, can chime in to ask questions, to dig a little deeper, and to get a better understanding of what these entrepreneurs are doing. If you hear something you like, give a reaction, give a shout. We are excited to be at this point, and we want you to be excited with us. So without further ado, we are going to turn it over to Miss Nakima Russell with Queendom Art.
Hello, hello. Let me share my screen. Oh, wait. There we go. Start broadcast. All right. Hi, how are you guys doing tonight? My name is Nakima Russell. I am the founder and production manager for Queendom Arts Production, LLC. As you see, we specialize in live production and sales strategies. Our business is driven by passion, purpose, vision, integrity, and community. We believe that if you listen well, you serve well, and you're able to be the bridge. Our mission is to be the communication bridge between small businesses or brands and their audience to ensure their message is being effectively and efficiently conveyed without draining the very resource that the small business needs in order to scale. So there are a lot of talented artists that do a wonderful job putting on beautiful events, ads, or commercials. But the question is, did you reach your goal? Here at Queendom Arts, we value the experience of our clients more than making money off of them. And this assures us the ability to listen well and serve well, and again, be the bridge. So we were founded in 2017, and we mostly focused on providing resources to small business owners. At that time, we offered a variety of different services. We've since scaled down and tightened our niche to where we focus specifically on content that is made to convey a specific brand message or to reach a sales goal. We filed our LLC in February of this year, so super excited to be building and just making our company more efficient and organized in that manner. So now let's talk about comparisons and the things that make us different from our competitors. So not only are we good on our words, so we are a company that is based in integrity in a very fickle industry. I'm sure people have had a variety of experiences when working with videographers, photographers, content managers, content creators, and things of that sort. A few examples that I have here is Think Branded. They're one of the largest production companies in the DFW Metroplex, and they service news stations as well as many of our larger local chains and restaurants. Now, where you will find that they will be very efficient in timeliness and in the quality that they provide for you, you are not going to get as much accessibility as far as cost for some of our smaller entrepreneurs and business owners. And then they also do not offer a variety of services. They mostly stay around videography, and their brand is around telling a story through video. When you have photographers and videographers that you work with, I'm sure everybody is familiar with how much time that usually takes. The average turnaround time in our industry in DFW is 10 days. If they don't meet their deadline, then you're looking at closer to 3 weeks to getting your content back. And then what you paid is going to determine the quality of that. And also, if you do get better quality, then again, you're usually going to lose accessibility as far as price point goes, and you're not going to get a variety of services. Now, with Queendom Arts Production, because I utilize a variety of different videographers and photographers, stage builders, and different things like that, and I myself offer the direction and the strategy, I am able to save my consumers a lot of time, offer them quality work. I am still accessible due to my price point. It's not, I wouldn't say cheap at all, but it is more reasonably priced because of the format of my business. I'm able to do that and also offer a variety of services. So I myself, what makes me different is I am a faith-based person in my personal belief system. I lead with love, and providing a good customer experience is actually one of my personal strong suits within my career background. And I'm not just looking to make money off of people, but to build them, and in order to pursue my purpose further in being able to build other strong entrepreneurs and brands. So we operate our business through customer experience again, because customer experience is the best advertisement and networking is the best billboard. We make our money by providing a service that's necessary to any business owner or brand that's looking to scale. And right now, clients find us through Google. So you can Google Queendom Arts or Queendom Arts Production. There you will find us all over the first page of Google. We are featured in Voyage Magazine and other platforms like that, where you can see different reviews that people have left about the experiences that they've had with working with us. And we use HoneyBook for our booking and word of mouth in order to acquire our clients as of now. I would like to give a special shout out to my operations assistant. She has her own business that I partnered with, Business with Princess. She is the oil to my machine and provides for me what I provide for other business owners, so that I am able to be efficient in my own systems to make sure I am providing quality in a time efficient manner. How we are able to be reached as of right now is by phone or email. We are mid-development for our website, so looking forward to being able to present that to you all here soon. And if you would like to see our portfolio, you can definitely schedule a consultation call with us directly so that we can provide you with things that are specific to what you're looking for. Or you can find us on Instagram. Queendom Arts is the @ and you can see some of the work that we've done there. Last but certainly not least, as I am rounding my 7 minutes, I would like to just give a special thank you to Darlisa, as well as the B1 Bank and the whole cohort that I've been able to be a part of. I feel very blessed, very fortunate. As you see, the slide just simply says an invaluable experience. That's the best way I can summarize it, because I've learned so much more about myself as a business owner, and I've been given so much guidance and direction as far as being able to properly convey what it is that I do in a manner that is what's the word I'm looking for? Efficient and concise. And so this definitely has changed my life, changed my identity and how I view myself as a business owner, and given me the very confidence that I need in order to sell myself. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Nakima. I couldn't come off my mute. Thank you so much for that amazing presentation and the work that you're doing. So I do have 2 questions that are coming from social media world. But my first question to you is, what made you go into business? Like, what is your why?
Yeah, so what made me go into business is I saw a need in the community of entrepreneurs. I've been an entrepreneur myself since I was a little girl. I've always found those kinds of things very fascinating, and I did it at a hobby or freelance rate. And with my more corporate experience, I just felt like, with my personal purpose being to help people and build communities, that I would be better utilized within a smaller network of entrepreneurs as opposed to providing my services to larger corporations.
Awesome. Thank you for that answer. One question, and if you have questions on the Zoom call, please use the reaction button and we'll call on you, or you can put it in the chat. But the question from social media says, where's your primary work area? Is it Fort Worth, Tarrant County, or what part of the Metroplex?
So I service the entire DFW Metroplex. And just depending on the project, if it is within 2 hours, I do commute. There's just a small travel fee, just depending on the mileage. So anywhere within the 30-minute radius of the DFW Metroplex is where I currently service.
Awesome. Other question? How did COVID impact your business?
Oh, that's a wonderful question. So at the onset of COVID, I was booked for a lot of events. Events was, I would say, comfortably 85% of my income. And I definitely had to evaluate even deeper what my purpose was so that I could figure out a way to still bring value to other people. And I just found that creating content was actually how I got more into creating content for people, because I was able to say, okay, well, how do we translate the same experience that we give people in direct sales or grassroots sales and in person-to-person interaction, and still be able to communicate that same message effectively through an ad or a video or a commercial or infomercial. So just to shortly summarize, hope I answered that question.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Nakima, for your presentation tonight. Absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Give Nakima another round of applause. Okay, so next we are on to Miss Tiara Brown with Leadership Now.
Great, let me share my screen here. Oh, can't share. All righty. Am I sharing? Give me a head nod, Miss Janae.
I don't show a screen. It looks like it's trying to come through.
Tiara, you might have some connectivity, your connectivity might be unstable because right now your face is frozen
Yeah.
and your screen is not sharing.
Okay, perfect. Well,
Do you want to?
let me go number 3. And can we bump up number 3 to number 2 while I switch connections?
Absolutely. Okay.
Let's
So
get that.
the cool thing about being entrepreneurial is flexibility, right? So we are going to go to our next presenter, and that comes in the person of Mr. Khyree Ali with Baghead on Depop. Mr. Khyree, the floor is yours.
Why, thank you. Let's see. So, hey, hello, how are you guys? My name is Khyree Ali, and my business is Baghead. All right, so sustainability. We're sustainable and affordable fashion, Baghead. That's basically what I'm all about. So my mission is to make mainstream fashion inclusive and sustainable. So inclusive by making it more affordable for everyone and sustainable in a way that not only like a percentage or majority, it's 100% of my inventory that's secondhand. And I became a full-time reseller on Depop in 2019. So I'm coming up on 3 years in the business. And in that time, I've accumulated 20,000 followers or 20,925 as of November 1st. So we'll be hitting that 21,000 mark any day now. And I've also made 4,604 sales in the, and that was this past 2 days. I took this screenshot, so we're a little bit higher now. So the best way that I could describe Depop is by calling it the love child of eBay and Instagram. If you look, if you look at the screenshot I provided, this is a homepage for my store, and it looks very similar to the layout of an Instagram profile. And it's also similar to Instagram in the way that if you just click on the pictures, you can like them, you can comment on them, and it has a functionality of eBay to where you can purchase these items. So the fashion industry is among the top contributors to greenhouse gas emissions, which is why it's so important that more sustainable options become available to the public. And Depop is the platform that allows us to do that. So a little bit more about Baghead, some background. I'm basically a curated, glorified, and some haters may say gentrified thrift store. So I handpick secondhand clothes from wholesalers and connections that I've made along the way. And they get these clothes from places such as the Goodwill bins, which is one stop after the Goodwill thrift stores if clothes don't find a new home. And if clothes don't get picked up at the Goodwill bins, that is where they will eventually end up in landfills. So this is just a good way to keep clothing out of landfills. And my day-to-day, how operations kind of work for me is I source clothing about twice a month through these suppliers that I found along the way. And I spend another 2 days out of the month washing the clothes just for sanitary reasons. And then I take product pictures when I please, and I try to upload around 9 items a day to my shop because consistency is really key here. I also start pretty much every weekday. The first thing I do is start packaging items from sales I made the previous day or overnight, and I'll make a trip to my local post office. And whenever we're talking about what type of market gap I'm feeling here. I like to think of myself as a bridge between quality and affordability in this market, because oftentimes you have to choose between one or the other. You're not going to be able to get both, but I believe that both can exist at the same time. So whenever we're talking about brands or stores like H&M, Forever 21, or Shein, all of these brands definitely have the affordability aspect, but none of them come with the quality aspect. So brands like these will last maybe a year, if even a season. And whenever we're talking about quality, you'll think of brands probably like Levi's, Wrangler, or Carhartt, which are all some of my bread and butter pieces. But whenever you're thinking about these items, affordability isn't never really in the picture at the same time. So I like to think of myself as a bridge. I provide both for people. And here you can also see some pictures that I have. So this screenshot up top shows my worldwide ranking on the app, which is a screenshot or just a collection of my best sales week. So this week I made 79 sales and 314 sales for the day, and I was ranked 80 worldwide. And the picture of the packages you see below is a typical weekend for me. So who is Baghead? So whenever I started my first job, I learned two things: the value of $1 and the fact that I never wanted to work a job. So sustainability, human rights are two things that I've always been very passionate about. So being able to make a living off of my passion, which is sustainability, and I mean, this just really means the world to me. So I started thrifting whenever I started paying for my own clothing, and eventually I noticed items that were valuable but just weren't my size or style. And this is where I started to pick those items up, post them online, and the rest is pretty much just life-changing history that's brought me where I am today. So what I've learned from this program, this program has seemed or felt pretty short. However, there's been so much information packed into it, I won't even lie. At the end of some sessions, I did feel a bit overwhelmed, but these are some of the key information that definitely has stuck with me, and I'll carry on forever on. So in session one, Darlisa made me ask myself the why of my business, which I personally had never done before. And this led me to finding out what truly means most to me about what I do, which is the sustainability aspect and the freedom that it provides. And in session three, Janae made me realize the importance of not only focusing on my shop, but what I could learn from doing market research and zoning in on my competition. And in session six, Mr. Will Campbell taught me how to acquire a loan and what exactly a bank is looking for in a business or person when lending money. And I'll be applying for my first mortgage loan at the beginning of next year. So that's information that I'll definitely be needing. But I didn't only learn from the presenters in this cohort. I also learned from a lot of my fellow cohort mates, such as Nikema. You taught me the importance of putting yourself out there, networking, and how valuable that can be. Miss Lori B, you taught me how far being genuine and passionate and personable could take you. So those are also things that I really appreciate and will take with me. And this experience in itself is something that I'm extremely grateful for. So thank you all. And that's all I've got. So thanks.
Thank you so much for your presentation, Khyree. That was awesome. I remember when you first came on and you would be like, I don't think I've gotten enough rest, or I need to really focus on myself. So this was really amazing, and your concept is really cool. You don't really see young people actually being serious about showcasing thrifting, right? So I do have a question first. If you guys have questions, please chime in. So you made the comment that you really didn't get into thrifting until you started purchasing clothes on your own.
Yeah.
As an individual, what type of a shopper were you before you got into thrifting?
Well, on my parents' dime, I was buying. I mean, I've shopped really wherever they took us, and the only times we would ever go shopping really was like school clothes shopping. So then the Allen outlets, I'd go to Tommy Hilfiger or Polo or stores like that. And I don't know, looking at price tags was never a thing for me.
So that's pretty interesting to know that thrifting became a thing when you start your own. I'm waiting for that testimony from my kids because that'll be very interesting. One question that I do have is, what has been your biggest challenge with this business concept?
My biggest challenge, I say my biggest challenge has been trying to find places to source ethically, because at the beginning, whenever Depop was first becoming a thing, everyone just thought it was a cool thing to do, go thrift shopping and then you can turn $2 into $20 or $2 into $100. Like, I've done that a few times. It's really cool. But a lot of people recently, like once Depop started to pick up and gain traction, some people thought it was extremely unethical for people to shop where typically low income people would shop to pick up clothing. And personally, I disagree with the argument, because there will always be clothes at thrift stores. With 11 million tons of clothes ending up in landfills every year, thrift stores will never run out of clothing. However, trying to be the most ethical I could be, I resorted to expanding my search and started looking out into flea markets. And this has replaced thrift stores for me entirely. I haven't shopped at a thrift store just for inventory in over a year. And now, ever since I pretty much switched what seemed to be something that would hurt my business, actually ended up helping me out more, because now I have more sources to shop and I can get them at cheaper prices and just in bulk, if that makes sense. I'm sorry I took so long to explain something so simple.
No, you're good. Okay, I have one more question, and then I see that there's a hand raised online. The question online says, do you plan to go brick and mortar?
Brick and mortar? I do not, just because I feel like the internet is a space where, it's free and you can reach so many people. I just don't see any sense in going to spend $800, $700, $1,000 on a brick and mortar just for a local or a smaller audience.
Awesome. Janae, your question?
First off, I appreciate the feedback from you, and just know that you have grown so much. Like, I have loved every week, because every week at the end, I'll look and you be like, I got it. So I'm like, okay, it all went in, he got it. You have grown so much, and I'm so excited. But as you were doing your presentation, I wanted to let you know, you have actually solved a problem that my sisters and I have been dealing with for over a year.
Really?
Of what do we do with a storage unit that we have that is full of our late mother's clothes. Like, we haven't had the heart to, we're like, we don't want to throw it away. We want to figure out some way to do this, because we're building a school in my mom's honor. So I was like, we need to be able to fund this. So how do we do it? So as you were explaining all of this, I was like, yes, I'm gonna have to get with Khyree and be like, help me set up something to sell all of this stuff. Yeah. So thank you. An awesome job. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. It means a lot.
Awesome. Okay, these goosebumps are just rolling. I'm excited. Okay, so we're gonna give Tiara some more time. So we're going to keep the party started or going. And that brings us to Sven Nickerson with 7 Art LLC. Sven, are you on? I don't see him. Okay, so keep this boat rolling. Next, we have Latasha.
Hold, Darlisa, I think Shy and Seven was switching places so he could get on.
Okay. So we're gonna rename him. You want to rename yourself, Sven? Real quick. And then you can go ahead and get started. And I don't show you on mute, but I can't hear you.
Okay. You hear me?
Not really.
You hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
But you want to switch out your name
Okay.
on there. There you go. And ready when you are.
Right. My name is Sven Nickerson. I'm with 7 Art Mobile Paint Parties, and we are the leading paint party company in Dallas-Fort Worth area. Our mission is to provide a platform where people can bring out their inner artists and allow them to express themselves on canvas. Times people would like to be, in a shell and not really wanting to come out. We provide a safe environment for people to express themselves on canvas. Our vision is to help humanity create and heal in a fun and exciting way. So what do we see with 7 Art Mobile Paint Parties is that we want to create a place where people can express themselves, but at the same time be able to heal them as well. Problems that people have when booking parties or scheduling parties is that they're really stressed. I know some of you all probably have planned a party before. I know, Darlissa, you actually just did an event, your grand opening, and congrats to that. And I know that if you don't really have a team or if you don't really have expertise in that area, it can be stressful for some people. Having no party planning experience causes a lot of people to get, discouraged or worried about how they're going to be able to bring their vision to life, or even if they have a vision, where to even start. And the last thing is finding a location. So a lot of times when people book parties, they're trying to find exactly what location they're going to have it at. So our solution is that we're convenient. So we bring the party to them. So we're mobile. We go all over Texas. We provide everything. So all of the painting supplies and everything. So you won't have to do anything. All you have to do is just give us a call and book, and we show up and we set up everything for you. Really easy and affordable, and it's also perfect for any occasion as well. So we have girls' night out, senior paint parties, team building activities, and the list goes on and on and on. And we're customizable as well. So we say, hey, we want to paint ducks, so we want to paint cartoons or whatever it is that you like, we'll be able to do so. We're #1 on Google, so we have 5-star rating. And one thing that pretty much makes us different from other paint party companies is that we provide photography services. We also have karaoke and DJ as well. Our marketing competition, or Painting with a Twist. Some of you all probably heard of them before. They have several locations in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, along with Louisiana as well. That's where they started. But right now, they only have paint parties in their location, so they don't have any like mobile paint party aspect to that. So they also offer virtual as well. Pinot's Palette is a virtual only paint party. They used to have it in person, but now I guess due to COVID and stuff, they actually have to stop that, and so they're only doing virtual right now. And then Van Gogh Paint Party, they're actually just a mobile paint party company only. So they don't have the other aspects that we have as far as having the DJ and the photography and karaoke. Our business model, we book parties, and once we book a party, we show up, we do our thing, and then once we're finished with that, we ask them to leave a review. So they'll go on Google, leave a review, let us know how their experience was, and then after that, it's word of mouth. So the people that were actually at the party, they will actually see us firsthand, and they'll say, you know what, we want to go ahead and book a party, or they might ask, hey, what was that paint party that you posted on Facebook or social media? So we want to get that information so we can book you guys. Our sales tactic is basically is just starting a painting campaign. So basically what that looks like is just giving different benefits of how painting can really help people and start a campaign with that. A lot of people are doing it right now for fun, but it's also a lot of health benefits included with that. We want to get on social media more. We basically just have a presence mainly on Google, and also getting creative with the Google ads. So right now we're currently not doing any kind of Google ads or anything. We just have the Google My Business and reviews on Google. Our partnerships, we look forward to partnering with event planners. So a lot of event planners, they have weddings involved, different birthday parties, all kind of big events. And we would like to get in touch with them and cross market with them so we can be able to help them out. Another one is bars and restaurants. We would like to get in bars and restaurants and establish a partnership with them because since we're strictly mobile, we don't have a place of business, so we'll be able to go there and we'll be able to bring more business to their place of business. And then also wineries. So a lot of people say paint and sip, and what they're meaning by that is basically painting and then sipping on some wine. So getting connected with wineries, I think would be a huge partnership for us. And the way that we see ourselves making money in the future is continue doing paint parties, but not just regular paint parties. We plan on doing like a plant and paint party. So basically getting like succulents and painting on the pots and being able to have parties like that, vision board parties, also pumpkin parties and ornament parties. And our paint kits right now, we're selling online, but we want to get more creative with that aspect of things. We're not really marketing so much, but as far as with that, we would like to let people know that we do offer that service because you can have your own customizable kit in your house by yourself. If you like to paint or if you like to have your family and friends along with you, you'll be able to do so. And then also custom clothing. So I don't have my paint shirt on tonight. Normally when you see it, it's like a blue jean shirt and I have paint all over it. So instead of using an apron, I just wipe it on there. But a lot of people will say, man, I love your shirt. Did you mean to do that on accident or like on purpose, or is that an accident? And I tell them, honestly, I just used it as an apron, but they were like, man, if you were to sell those shirts, I will buy one. So it's definitely a huge market for custom painting, custom clothing art. So we're definitely looking forward to doing so in the future. Our go-to market strategy is to attract customers with commercials. So we're in the planning stages right now of creating some commercials. so that we can post on social media and also get connected with these networks out here, the networks, Channel 21, Channel 33, and also Channel 8, so that we can have a little commercial segment. Billboards in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and Google Ads. I know Google Ads is, if you ever search anything, you will see the Google Ads being the first thing that you'll see before you actually see the things that you really scroll to see. So that's a huge thing. So it'll drive more customers to our site, and in turn, it would also help us to have a bigger market for those people. Geo Targeting is another one of our strategies that we plan to do. Is when you're actually in a place, it would actually pop up on their phone and letting them know that, hey, check out 7R Mobile Paint Parties. You can book them. They do paint parties, they do karaoke, and the whole 9 yards. Convert. We would like to convert our customers by using our 5-star reviews on Google. And to retain our customers, we like to retain our customers by giving them a 5-star experience. The team, it's me as the CEO, and then also my beautiful wife, Sven Nickerson, as our marketing manager. And the ask is that you please share my business with your network. I know that everyone can use our services. We pretty much cater to all and everyone. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Sven, for your presentation. Awesome work. Very excited about what you're doing. You know, I'm kind of like a party girl myself, so that resonates well with me. So one question that I do have is, what did you get from the B1 program?
B1 program is basically just identifying my marketing, my target marketing. So I really didn't have a target market. I was just kind of just going off of word of mouth. And one of the things that I noticed is that by doing my target marketing is realizing like what age and the demographic, and then also what of my clients are into. So I kind of like the thing was just kind of helping us put together a person and what that looks like. I never done anything like that before. When I got in the program, that was really helpful for me. It was able to put a face with the name of a person. So that was one of the things that actually helped me out.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So we are at time for your Q&A, but let's give Sven another round of applause. So he will be one of the featured businesses at my upcoming grand opening. Yay! So excited. So we're going to have some 7R fun at the grand opening. So if you're not there, then you're going to be sad. Okay, so next presenter, we're going to have Miss Latasha Mitchell with Kane. Right. Latasha, the floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. Hope y'all having a good evening. Let me share my screen real quick. All right, and as soon as it catches up. Okay, so we are Kane Freight Systems. We're a local carrier based out of Dallas-Fort Worth area. And we're basically helping to ensure that communities have the goods and products that we need. I'm including those, so I'm gonna say a we in that. Let's see, our mission statement, Kane Freight, this is Kane Freight Systems ERA. And ERA stands for Efficient Transport of Shippers and Manufacturers Commodities that they entrust to our care. We provide reliable staff with consistent communication and well-maintained equipment. And also we are attentive to our clients' specific needs, whether it's the pick and drop time, certain handling of certain commodities, just really anything that they can think of that we can do, we handle it within our power. Our vision statement is to strive to be the preferred freight hauler by cultivating strong business relationships with our existing as well as new brokers and shippers. So we definitely want to keep our current clients happy as well as add to the existing portfolio so we can keep growing. Our services we provide are dispatching, which basically there's several ways you can dispatch. You can look at load boards, you can do cold calling to brokers and shippers, but it's basically just locating available freight within the area that you're looking for. So if we're based in Dallas, I will call different places around Dallas to see what type of freight they had, where they're trying to move it, and basically compare it to the type of equipment we have. If it's a 53-foot dry van trailer or a sprinter van, of course, those are two totally different types of equipment with different weight capacities. So we would just match the freight based on the equipment that we have available. From there, once we find a match in that, we negotiate rates. Rates do change based on the market. They can fluctuate day to day, week to week, month to month. And then I'll also secure the contracts. Once we get an agreement on the rate, we secure the contract, and the contract is where it outlines everything from the pick and drop location, times, contacts, and anything specific that we need to be aware of within the hauling of the load. With full truckload freight, we do also have that. We contract with outside owner operators who have 53-foot dry vans as well as tractor trucks, the 18-wheel trucks. And we haul full truckloads. So basically loads where we have exclusivity use, which means if we haul for you, your item or your commodity is the only thing that we can have on the trailer. And typically we would do Dallas, Fort Worth, all of Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Louisiana. And then we also provide less than truckload freight, which can also go on a 53-foot dry van trailer, but we typically don't do that section of it. Our portion of the less than truckload is with a sprinter van, which I'm sure you guys are all aware. Anybody who shops on Amazon knows that you've had a sprinter van pull up at your house with several packages. You may just not know it's a sprinter van, but that's what they are. But those are smaller parcels, smaller load that may just be 1, 2, or 3 pallets of things, or just stuff you can hold in your arm and deliver to either companies or residences. And again, we do service the same area, Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, in overall Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Louisiana. All right, so our purpose. Every person in every community has goods and products that they need for their daily lives. So I just want to make it kind of hit home. Let's take Zoe, for example. She's a single mother of two school-age kids, and she works from home. Zoe goes to her local big box retail stores, such as Walmart, Target, any of those, because she needs a pair of sweats to work out in. She works from home. She needs to get her workout in. She needs a bottle of hand sanitizer, keep her hands clean. When she picks the kids up from school, needs to clean them off. A box of cereal for breakfast in the morning, and a new charger for her phone that's almost dead. We've all been in that situation. So all of these items, no matter if it's food, cleaning products, electronics, they somehow had to get from the manufacturer to Zoe's local store. Kane Freight Systems is that somehow. They don't just magically appear. Those big trucks that are in the way on the road, they are carrying your goods and products to your local stores for you to buy. So when you're running low on supply, toilet paper, water, hand sanitizer, they're somewhere on a truck being delivered. So the community relies on us to make those things available and get them to the stores to you guys safely and securely so that you can purchase them. All right, our company, we are local. We're family owned. It's me and my husband. We started the company back in 2017, basically just because we had a daughter and I didn't want to miss her first steps and all that. So I was like, hey, let's, try this entrepreneur thing. And with us being so small and it just being us, we are able to provide that personal touch to our partners, basically. When they call me, they know to ask for Tasha. They call my husband, they know driver is going to be Reggie. So a lot of them like that, even though it may be a company of thousands of employees, they know when they see my name, they know they know when they see Kane Freight, they see Latasha, and they know my phone number, and they know they can text me. So that's something that we do offer as an advantage over other larger carriers who, no matter who you call, every time you call, you're going to receive another person. So that gives that sense of VIP service that they're able to know who they're going to reach when the phone is answered. Also, we do match our best drivers when we do have multiples, because back in a while ago, we did have a lot more, and we are going to ramp up, but that's just a side note. Sorry. We are able to match our best drivers to the most reliable lanes so that the brokers and shippers who do call me know that which driver has hauled their loads before, they'll be the same ones hauling them again. So that, of course, again, ensures that VIP service, that comfortability with knowing that their commodities will be safe and delivered securely with us. All right, our competition. So the biggest portion of this pie, as you see, is UPS. Everybody's heard of UPS, United Parcel Service. In 2020, their revenue was approximately about $84 billion. FedEx is number 2 at 39%, and their last year revenue was approximately $65 billion. And XPO came in third for the top 3 regarding revenue of trucking companies, and XPO made revenue of approximately 16 million. Just as a side note, to kind of see how we compare to them, 2017, we didn't do a full year, so I won't give those numbers, but 2018, we were able to have revenue of approximately $330,000, which I felt very good about once I calculated the numbers to see how good we were doing. 2019, we were just shy of $400,000 in revenue. And in 2020, it was very scary to see the numbers, but we actually busted $500,000 that came through our company. So we are able to grow. I know we have that that capacity, is just, learning how to hone it, which of course this whole process is great for. All right, so our competitors, some of the things that they have going for them. UPS, they operate over 119,000 delivery vehicles worldwide, over 220 countries and territories. They specialize in a variety of different types of freight, small parcels, ground and air freight, freight forwarding, truckload brokerage, logistics, and distribution. And they also have approximately 481,000 employees. FedEx operates over 100,000 delivery vehicles in over 220 countries and territories. And they also specialize in small parcels, less than truckload freight, ground and air freight, logistics, and distribution. And they have about 289,000 employees. XPO, which is a third in the big 3, operate over 1 million delivery vehicles, but in 18 countries worldwide. And they specialize in truck brokerage and less than truckload freight. And they have about 87,000 employees. All right, so Kane Freight Systems, how we do what we do. So we start basically with the dispatching portion of it. We research and locate shippers within the DFW area to identify the types of freight being transported within our market. Then we contact those shippers to introduce ourselves and offer the freight solutions that will fit into their network. From the first freight contract, we provide high levels of service to the shippers, specifications, and satisfaction. Once that initial contract is successfully completed, that is basically our interview. This is how I handle it. I want to give A1 service every time. We follow up and say, hey, look, we did a good job. What else do you have for me? That way we can continue to get additional contracts and be made aware of future availability of loads. And then from there, as we add drivers, as we add equipment, then we're able to expand on the solutions that we can provide for them and the types of freight that we can haul. All right, so little old bitty us, just me and my husband. I'm Latasha Mitchell, owner, general manager. I handle new business development, client retention, dispatching, and office admin. My husband, Reginald, is the owner and operations manager. And again, new business development and client retention, both of those are really strong because he's the one out in the field, talking to people face to face. So he's able to get that face-to-face interaction. I'm more over the phone email person. And he's also one of our drivers and also equipment maintenance. We can be contacted. I just put it at the bottom there, phone and fax number at the bottom. Email is our company name, kanefreightsystems@gmail.com. And that is it. That's all I have. But I did just want to say that in closing, this program, at times it has been overwhelming. I do appreciate you ladies. I appreciate the participants so much, because we just got into this because I wanted to do something. I didn't know what it was, and I had a great mentor that pushed me into it, but I was never mentored to ask why, how, and to go deeper in the ways that help you to scale your business, to be actual entrepreneurs, not just a business owner, if that makes sense. So I really appreciate everyone in this. I've learned something from all of you guys, and it's really helped me to kind of dig deeper into what and why I'm doing what I'm doing, not just to make money. So any questions?
Let's all give Latasha a round of applause. That was exciting, you know, it was like,
Yeah, no, not true.
no, it was really good. Like, that was awesome. I know through the program, a lot of times you'll be like, I don't know how that applies to me, but
Yeah.
clearly you do. Like, you pulled it out and gave us some great information. So I do have one question that came from the chat line, and I think you touched on it a little bit, but their question is, why did you decide truck driving?
Actually, I was doing like office management, and a couple of the guys in the office building I was in had trucking companies, and they actually just started asking me to do some invoicing and office stuff for them. And as we slowly but surely got a business relationship going, one of them just sat me down and said, "Hey, why don't you, get a truck?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no, I'm not driving." And slowly but surely from there, him and another gentleman in the office just started mentoring. They told me how it works, what to do, what not to do. So it really wasn't a vision or anything of mine or my husband's. It was just more of, we were exposed to the opportunity, and we were blessed with great mentors. So we jumped on it, and here we are 4 years later. So that's basically it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Latasha. We are at time. So we would like to go ahead and move forward with our next presenter, Miss Shailaun Manning, or Nickerson. She has Manning on there, but Nickerson. And Miss Shailaun, are you available? She is with Shailaun. She is an artist. Are you ready, ma'am?
Yes, I am. Here I come. Let's see. There I am. Am I there? Okay. Hi. And I will share my screen now for everyone. All right. Can everyone see that? Yes. All right. Well, hi, everyone. My name is Shalaundra Manning, but I'm mostly known as Shailaun. And although it couldn't be further from the truth, you can call me Shy. So we're going to run through this presentation. I'm going to give a background about myself, let you know about mission and vision, problems and solutions that I'm solving, how I differentiate myself from competition, and the business model that I'm using, the strategy, and the team and support that I'm asking for. All right, so a little about me. I'm a model, actress, and singer-songwriter from Arlington, Texas. For as long as I can remember, I have always been involved with all things music. My most exciting musical influences have been India Arie, Sade, Anita Baker, and Erykah Badu. And I create music for lifting others. In May 2019, I got a super boost to my confidence with regards to music, and started to pursue music full time then. And I'm doing my thing now. So I go by Shailaun. So my mission is to empower humanity by presenting creative experiences through storytelling, which is going to be lyrically and through film, musical performances, which you'll find me in live venues all over Texas and abroad, and enlightenment, where I'm telling my story, but I'm also explaining and sharing with people how to overcome obstacles that I've been through. My vision, I can see myself, or my brand more so, Shailaun, as humanity's choice for holistic healing through music and entertainment in the long run. So it'll be baby steps up until then. So the problem what I find today is that music today, a lot of it, not all of it, can be toxic and hypersexualized and in many cases depressing. There was a study that I did find from the University of California at Irvine, where they talked about right now music has shown a clear downtrend in happiness and brightness, and a slight uptick in sadness in the music. I'm sure all of you have seen Drake and heard Drake. I'm sure you've all heard of WAP and Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B. I most recently stumbled upon Olivia Rodrigo by name, but I definitely heard her song, which is the #1 right now, Driver's License, which is all about heartbreak. And I think it's okay. I think it's beautiful to share your experiences, but I do feel like it's really important to keep a conscious, just remain conscious about the audience that is listening to you. And so that's where I come in. So I find myself in the music that I create and the experiences that I create to be what I call the cure. Like I said, today's most promoted music and popular music is toxic, but experiences and music by me, by Shailaun, the brand, are the cure. I intentionally create music and experiences to, with healing and love at the center, to help people to, like I said, overcome obstacles that I may be going through, or maybe that they're going through, and I'm writing and sharing storytelling about those things to help them overcome. So a lot of what you'll hear in the content is going to be self-love, romantic love, universal or agape love, which is love for others. And here is a brief snippet I'll share with you. My single I released last year called Peace. So as you heard in the lyrics, my lyrical content is always, oh, thank you. It is always focused on uplifting ourselves and uplifting others. And suddenly I am sharing all of my notes with you guys. And that is okay. We're just going to work with it as it is. So moving on, what differentiates me from other artists, I would say, is, still trying to get this to work, is that I present music and experiences, like I said before, with love, healing, and hope at the core. And instead of just making content for a specific audience, one genre, I'm a little bit more broad. So I'm family friendly, as you would say. I also find diverse creativity to be a super differentiation point, which is just that I have a modeling and a background in modeling and acting and music, experiential marketing, and I provide a broad range of products outside of the music industry to include the live performances, sure, but also community events, fashion. I do have some merchandise and clothing that I'm creating, and you know, things that are outside of the scope of the music industry. So the competition that I do find right now is in these 4 beautiful young ladies. They're all, like I mentioned here, as you can all see in my notes, they're all beautiful singer-songwriters who I admire and appreciate. But one thing that stands out above all is, like I mentioned before, the diverse creativity, how I'm not just creating live music experiences, but also community events where I'm bringing the community together for a great cause, Let's see, she's probably one of the most popular R&B artists today, but her focus in music, her lyrical content, it does not focus on healing or uplifting others in entirety. I can admit that I've heard some of it expressed most recently like that, but not all. India Ari and Alicia Keys are older, but they are considered relevant, but they do only service for the most part an older audience. And Corinne Bailey Rae, just with her being in the UK alone, is a little bit of a differentiator there. And again, she also is not doing music that is entirely focused on uplifting and healing other people. So my business model is direct sales to fans. I always direct everyone to Shailaun.com. I do live events, like I mentioned, community events, fashion shows, music festivals. I'm also doing live streaming from time to time through Instagram or Facebook Live and even YouTube. And I am streaming on all major music platforms. So my market strategy right now is event marketing. I do have a bachelor's of education in PR. So I use that as well to attract customers, what I've learned, out-of-home advertising, social media, experiential marketing. The conversion for my audience is usually instant. Once they hear the music, they decide whether they're going to buy in or pass. All the referrals always go to Shailaun.com. And to retain my audience, I'm usually using a subscription model where they can subscribe on Shailaun.com. And they get real excited because I provide unique opportunities for them to get insiders on all things Shailaun. I did a private music release party, and some people have the album before anyone else will see it or hear it in February next year. My team right now is primarily myself. I'm a lady with many hats, but I do hire out contractors, musicians, photographers, videographers. I do right now have a personal assistant who is my wonderful husband, Sven Nickerson. And I hadn't mentioned this to you all before, but World Parade Marketing is my marketing company that I do PR, advertising, and branding on the side. So I use that to develop my own company. My current music production and engineer is Christopher Billick. He's awesome. Photographer Juan Burton, and my filmographer is Jeff Adair. They're all Texas and Dallas, Texas based. So what my ask is just that you all support the movement. It's really all about love and healing through music and the arts. And that's what is dear to my heart. There will be some events coming up. Make sure to check it out at Shailaun.com. Thank you all so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Shailaun. Very honored to say that Miss Shailaun graced us with her beautiful voice today at the ribbon cutting. She did the Black National Anthem as we cut the ribbon. So was an awesome experience. Unfortunately, we are at time. So I will funnel questions through the chat box, but amazing. Please support, and thank you for sharing that video clip. That was very nice. Okay, so up next, we do have Miss Camila Howard. Are you with us, Kameelah? You ready? Unmute.
I am. I'm just so floored at the moment. I'm truly honored. These presentations have been just so amazing, and my God.
All right, well, it is your turn.
Okay,
So
yes.
the floor is yours.
Thank you. How did you tell me how to do that before? Lisa.
Under right above draw.
Yes.
I'll go up to the podium with the, yep, right there.
Bam. Okay. So my name is Camila Howard, and my business is Doorstep Relaxation, where we're a mobile massage business, and we provide the absolute best massage services in your entire life. So let's begin. The purpose of my business is basically humanity exists. from office managers, athletes, business owners, teachers, industry movers and shakers, doctors, like everyone can absolutely benefit from being able to get a solid quality professional massage within this industry. And it's not easy to come by. However, I honor myself with everything it is that I do. And it is truly a blessing to be able to live within your purpose and realize that you're a natural healer. I'm going on a whole tangent, but I'm going there. But I'm a natural healer, and it is very important to be able to honor and realize what it is that you bring forth in this life, because it is a God-given talent. So let's move right along from that. So have you ever started your day like this man, grumpy old man, your eyebrows touching because your body is hurting, you aching, you're going all through it. COVID has taken us to a whole nother level of just uncomfortability, anxiety, depression. I can go on and on about what is truly happening within humanity, and realizing and recognizing that we are at a very pivotal moment in time where healing and restoration is mandatory in life. It's not just about it being a simple lifestyle, it's life choices in order for you to have longevity. And whenever you have self-care medication and thing, you're always going to be able to see the benefits, right? So what differentiates me from other mobile massage businesses is that I am personalized, I curtail, I ensure that all the things that we are trying to address within the service is going to be handled in professional care, and that we're not here to just do a straight Swedish fluff and buff and get you going. No, we're here for restoration, we're here for health, and we're here for longevity and building long-standing relationships in order to do that. So moving right on, yeah, that's what I was just talking about. Personalizing our business whenever we're coming in to do a consultation to ensure that we are having a goal and that the goal is always expedited in order to be able to have the best overall care, right? So this is how we all want to end our day, completely relaxed, no more grumpy face, no more hunched over, and realizing that we are doing something to affect humanity, because energy is transferable. So what I also understand and honor within my profession is that it is deeper than just a 150-minute or 90-minute massage. It is deeper with being able to have a connection. So within our business model, overall, it is word of mouth. My major competitors, I would say, are Zeal and Soothe. Zeal is based out of New York, has been in the industry for approximately 10 years, I believe, and Soothe is based out of LA. So they have bigger marketing and they have, of course, more massage therapists. And that is one of my goals, is to be able to upgrade to a point where I'm hiring other therapists. Being that I understand this industry of it being mobile, there's going to be extra challenges that come along with it. And whenever you honor your workers, you're going to be able to have a better turn rate whenever it comes to your clientele. Whenever you're ensuring that your massage therapists have adequate parking, that there is allotment time for breaks, and that insurance and things of this nature being over in order to entice having more therapists under my belt, as I recognize that I'm more in a seasoned time in my life. I'm in my mid-40s, so do I want to be able to hustle and bustle the way that I have been for the past 7 years professionally? You get to a whole nother way of expanding in your thought process. And that was one of the main things that I've learned within this program as well, is that it doesn't have to be just me as an employee and a business owner, that I can also branch out and stretch myself and envision even bigger than what I initially anticipated. So thank you for all the jewels and all the information that has been shared these past 2 weeks, because it's been very appreciative and honorable. So let's talk about the wonders and the dopeness of having client retention. I will say this, coming from New York, I have been here a year now. And whenever I was in New York, I would go hard. I would go hard body, 6 days a week, 5 to 6 clients on the weekends, easy, 2 to 4 during the week. And having to make the adjustment of no longer having to go up and down stairs as much, carrying the equipment through horrible weather. Do you know how many times I've had to my whole table and everything's frozen overnight because you're in New York and versus Texas, like that's just not really going to happen. So I look at the benefits of making the transition of, yes, I have left a good amount of clientele who we've already had an understanding and relationship within the business, but having to relocate and get adjusted to the lifestyle and the customs of the South has been rewarding and challenging as well. And it's also stretching me to be able to get to other and more extravagant links in my business journey. Yay. So within that business model, as you can see, that is the idea. Moving and shaking people. Who in this picture would not be able to seek and understand the restoration benefits of a wonderful massage? And this is what Doorstep Relaxation is all about, is providing quality professional services, stretching you out, addressing all the trigger points, addressing what your issues are in order for you to be able to just overall be better. Let's go. So basically, what have I learned? And I think I've already touched on the main things that I've learned, that it is beautiful to be able to build a community. Everyone has just been so amazing. The energy, every week I come here, I am restored. And I look forward to everyone else's presentation because they have been amazing and blown away. The educational level has just been far more than I had truly anticipated. And that's what I appreciate, is that I'm able to go back and still have these connections with everyone that has been made within this entire group. I'm so honored and I'm pleased and I'm pleasured. Thank you for B1 for all their opportunities and the guidance and the future business endeavors as far as setting up these accounts and getting things popping so we can keep going on to the next level. So thank you, I'm honored, and blessings.
Thank you so much. Let's give Kameelah a hand. And so I am super stoked because Kameelah told me she don't do presentations. Like, she don't do presentations.
I don't.
So I'm very excited and grateful that you came on and did the presentation because it was phenomenal. And I am like Nikema, who just put in the chat, I need a massage too. My week has been, I'm gonna say my month has been crazy, a good crazy, but crazy. Okay, so I have one question that is in the chat right now. And that question is, what is your geographic space? How far do you travel?
Okay, so basically at this time, I'm in North Dallas. If I have to go anywhere beyond 20, 25 miles, that's an additional $20 in gas toll. So I'll go as far as an hour and a half at this point, which I think is pretty reasonable, because if you can't get someone within an hour's range, then that's a problem within itself. But who's to say? Hey, no judgment here. No judgment.
Awesome. So we do have a couple of questions in the chat. One, do you offer couples massages?
Yes, and see, the main thing that I can offer in a couples massage is to ensure that one of my good girlfriends that I've made since I've been here would be available in order for us to be able to do it together at the same time. And that is the beauty of a couples massage, is that you're in the same space, you're in the same room, feeling that same relaxing energy that is always transferable and digitally noted. So so definitely I would have to contact one of my girlfriends and then we'll be able to get it working from that point.
Awesome. And final question is, how are you able to be booked?
Yes, so I have Instagram. I am that, what was that camera sign, Doorstep Relaxation. I could be reached at Camila Howard 77 gmail.com, KAMEELAHHOWARD 77 Gmail. And can you see my card? It's transparent, but I meant to put that in my slideshow, and then I just completely forgot. It was just like, no, we just don't forget, Camila, because Darlisa, you already know, you know what it is. So
well, that's the awesome thing about the chat box. So go ahead and just load it up in the chat. And we are looking forward to some of those testimonies. And yes, Kameelah I'm so proud of her for being on tonight. She's going through some things, and I'm so glad she's here with us tonight. So
yeah, don't we all want to be laid out like my gecko? Just relaxed, stretched out, laid out with your feet up. That's all we need in life right now.
right. Awesome. Okay. Well, let's give Kameelah another round of applause for her awesome presentation tonight. Okay. Next up, we have Miss Lori Brooks with Coach Me Lori B.
Hey y'all, greetings Divine Beings. It's Lori B with Coach Me Lori B. I'm gonna turn it around a little bit so y'all can see my setup. Had a little space created for you guys. All right, so rearrange my chair. Okay. So how are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are doing really well. Awesome. And let me know if you guys can see my screen. Perfect. Sweet. So welcome, Divine Beings. My name is Coach Lori B. I am the owner and the founder of Coach Me Lori B. So this is a holistic healing services. One of my favorite quotes for myself that I use and with my clients is to flood your fears with faith. So when I started this business, definitely took a lot of flooding my fears with faith and taking a leap of faith. So just a little bit about me. So my name is Lori B for Lori Brooks. I am a Navy brat. I had the privilege of moving every 3 years and also graduated high school in Japan. So at a very young age, I've had a global mindset and learned the power of like connection and getting to know people and people's stories and just having a wide range of just being open to spirituality. Like Kameelah, I've definitely been a healer since a child. I was nicknamed the Medicine Woman back from the 90s, that Pioneer Woman show. So Medicine Woman. And then also I used to create kitchen concoctions in the science lab, which was actually the kitchen. So all my friends know to come to me if they need any remedies. If you have some scrapes, some bruises, I always have essential oils and things like that with me to help take care of you. Also, along my journey, I've lost 100 pounds naturally in 1 year. So that was something that like ignited and sparked Coach Me Lori B. And my passion has always been about being passionate about people and empowering people so they can fulfill their purpose and passions this lifetime. So what makes me certified to lead you along this journey and lead others? So I graduated with my degree in sociology, and then also have 10 plus years of mental health experience as a qualified mental health professional. I worked as a case manager for the state of Texas, also working in psychiatric hospitals. Since I've been 16, I've been volunteering and working in the behavioral health, mental health field. And then I also have certifications in yoga, holistic health coaching, life coaching, and as a Reiki master and teacher. So the birth of my business. So in 2014, that is when I released 100 pounds naturally. So definitely was in a really dark, deeply dark space. Released that 100 pounds. The weight release was also more than just like physical weight. It was also releasing like trauma, releasing a lot of emotional weight, finally like checking in with my mental instead of pushing it to the back burner. In 2015, that's when I began hosting healing sessions in my home. So friends and family would come and the setup would be kind of something similar like this. and you get to lay down and just we'll dive deep, whether it was like energy work, asking you questions, or just having a nice like meditative space for you to release and relax. 2016, that's when I turned my breakdown into a breakthrough. So this is something that makes me very different from other coaching services. During that time, I had my own psychiatric hospitalization. And so I'm a coach that has been there, been in these spaces, been in dips and darkness, and have allowed myself finding therapy and different therapeutic ways to elevate from that dip. So I'm a coach that has been there in the trenches with you. In 2017, that's when my certifications began. That's when I started knocking out the certifications because I knew I wanted to have my own business, just didn't know what that would look like. In 2019, chunk deuce to corporate America, I said goodbye and started my company. In 2021, I'm a part of the NTEETC and B1 Bank program. In the near future, in 2022, the goal is to hire a virtual assistant and to contract my work out to other holistic practitioners. So this would be anywhere from nurse practitioners to massage therapists to other health coaches, yoga instructors, etc., Reiki masters. So anyone that delves into holistic healing, these would be contract workers for my company. In 2022, later in the year, acquire at least 1 to 2 more practitioners, create a YouTube channel that is focused around holistic healing that is accessible and free to the community. And in 2023, open an online wellness studio. And this will also be supported with contracted holistic practitioners. Oh no, just kidding, so sorry. There we go. Awesome. So our mission at Coach Me Lori B is to co-create a safe space for healing, growing, and elevation to take place. We're divinely devoted to empowering and nurturing the human spirit. Our vision is cultivating sacred spaces for those that have been mentally or emotionally distressed, and providing holistic healing and empowerment to unfold with grace and ease while we serve the community. Our core values fall under unconditional love, servant leadership, spirituality, honesty, community, and creativity. So just by a show of hands real quick, how many of y'all have experienced this past like post-COVID, post-lockdown? It's been pretty challenging like for yourself, or you just had some moments where it's like, okay, I'm not necessarily myself. Okay, thank you, thank you. So we're in a space, just like Kameelah was saying, we're in a space where humanity is shifting. And I agree that humanity is shifting, and this is an opportunity where we can heal, we can grow, we can elevate, not only for ourselves, but together doing that collectively. So Robert F. Kennedy, he said, the purpose of life is to contribute in some way to making things better. So I saw a lot of problems, and I wanted to create some solutions for the problems that I saw. Before COVID, my initial problem, this started back in 2014 when I was a case manager. I realized that the Black and Brown communities have a lack of access to proper mental health services, healing modalities that can assist in therapeutic healing. So that was something that was passionate, because the population that I served were BIPOC communities, and they did not have access to any of these things. And the second initial problem was focusing on women. I was noticing that a lot of women were neglecting their health and feeling unfulfilled in life, and that equal to them feeling depressed and stressed. My belief is that women are the glue of the family. We kind of set the trends as far as what we cook, how the family dress, the activities that the family gets to partake in. So my goal was to focus on the women. If the women can create that change, they can slowly create the change within their family and then expand out into the community. But after COVID, my niche has definitely shifted. So post-lockdown, the problem now is the rise in mental health has skyrocketed, y'all. Like, people are feeling really stressed, depressed, and isolated and alone. And there's no boundaries with this. So children and adults are also feeling the effects of this. And the second problem post-lockdown, number 2, is the health of people is declining as people are being diagnosed with diseases that can be cured by shifting your diet, your mindset, and becoming more actively engaged in your life. So this is just a little bit of data for you guys because the numbers don't lie. So in 2021, 1.5 million people have reported mental health crises. So these are crises that have been reported, just reported. In data, I'm not going to read them all, but just a little bit, some things that were kind of like standing out to me. So 51% of young girls aged 12 to 17 years old have attempted suicide between the time of February to March 2021. So this is showing how we definitely need mental health services, how it's not just affecting ourselves, this is also affecting our children. And for adults, 31% of the respondents that replied to CDC's study reported symptoms of anxiety and depression. And I know this to be true just from simply speaking one-on-one with whether it's friends or family or just reaching out to people on social media. Whether we say it or not, people are really going through it right now. So it's so important to like check on people, check on yourself, but also like check on others too right now, because y'all, we're still experiencing the pandemic. So the solutions. So Coach Me, Lori B, offers different solutions for a holistic healing approach. The first is that we offer corporate wellness experiences. The second would be individual packages, and then also community events that offer elevation of the consciousness and the spirit. So our services for corporate wellness, so all of our programs are specialized, whether you're an individual or you're a corporation or organization. We will create a specialized package that's going to specifically treat the needs of your corporation, your organization. So currently working with organizations and schools where we offer yoga and meditation for their employees and the students. Offering individual services. These are one-on-one services or one to small group sessions. And this can include anywhere from yoga, fitness workouts, meal plans, coaching, Reiki sessions, energy sessions, it doesn't matter. As far as our community events, we offer sacred spaces for the community to come together. So this would be in the form of like yoga classes, meditation classes, sound bowl classes, and then also unique experiences. So these can be unique events like birthdays or girls' night out, weddings, also quarterly events such as retreats, couples retreats, yoga and meditation retreats. So these are ways that we currently get our funding. And this is just a little bit of insights from current clients. If you see Amber, she basically listed the importance of her learning about holistic health and wellness. Gwen at the bottom just loves the energy. She loves that you get to feel empowered and invigorated. And these are some photos working with the kiddos, teaching them yoga. And by the way, y'all, kids really love yoga. They really do. So why do we exist? So Coach Me Lori B is a one-stop shop for your holistic healing needs and services. So we pride ourselves on offering services that are affordable, accessible, and authentic. You want someone that has been on the journey so they can help guide you along that. So that's really important. And our focus, humanity is ready to heal, grow, and elevate. So we're here to assist you along your journey, whether it's for the mind, body, or your soul. Current sales funnel is going to be either, I get a lot of sales through referrals or word of mouth and social media. And then also like me going out, networking, meeting people, connecting with people. From there, they would schedule a consultation via the website. And then from there, we have our consultation via Zoom. So we get to build a rapport, discover what their problems are, and from there, offer their solutions. They select the package that they would like, And then they'll sign their program agreement in which they'll review their invoice and submit their investments. They'll begin the program, and a repeat customer is the best customer. So during that time, my packages range anywhere from 3 to 6 to 12 months. So during that time, I'm offering other services to complement them along their journey. And they also receive discounts for any other services or classes that I would offer during that time. So the payment options, checks only for corporations and organizations. That's the only method that allows checks. Anyone else can submit credit card, debit card, PayPal, Zelle, Venmo, Cash App, like to be accessible. And how about the clients? So my business flowed pre-COVID, offering only in-service sessions. And that was slowly transitioning to work remotely. But after the lockdown, it's a hybrid format, but most of my sessions are via Zoom or FaceTime and pre-recorded videos. I do offer in-person sessions as well. And how am I able to connect with my clients? So with established clients, we connect via an app that's designed for clients. So we have specific communication and allows them to track their journey as we go. And then also I use Boxer as a way to connect with them and communicate with them. Boxer is an app. And then my business cell and my business email are provided as well. And then prospective clients can reach out to me via website, social media, business email, and cell phone. And these are some of my students after yoga classes and more reviews. And more kiddos enjoying yoga. This is a birthday party that was done in South Lake. And before we close out, I just wanted to take a moment to just allow you guys to kind of experience what it is that I offer. So just kind of shake your shoulders out. Yes, thank you. And roll them back. And take a deep breath in through your nose. And as you release, close your eyes. Another inhale in, allow your belly to expand. And as you exhale, release. One more time together, deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. And just continue to breathe. So you're not forcing anything or making anything happen. You're just noticing how the breath creates its own rhythm and cycle within your body. So as you breathe, in this moment, I invite you to, I know it's towards the end of the evening, but set your intention. What is it that you would like to experience for the remainder of the night? It can be peace, happiness, joy. Repeat to yourself what it is that you want to experience. As you soak in your intention, take a deep breath in. On your exhale, send your intention out into the ethers. 2 more times. Inhale your intention in. And as you exhale, let it go. 1 more time. Inhale, feel your intention, fill up your body. And as you exhale, release. Keep your eyes closed and just allow the sounds of the frequencies to fill you up with sensation. On your next inhale, begin to wiggle your toes, move your fingers, rock your body from side to side. And as you exhale, flutter your eyes open.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Miss Lori, for that amazing presentation. Hopefully you guys were able to feel that what she provides, and she's giving you her contact information, and ooh, I'm feeling all woo-saw-y. So thank you so much, Miss Lori. Unfortunately, we are at time. Thank you so much for your presentation. Next, we will have Mr. Michael Dunn with Giving Excellence.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Lori, for that meditation. I needed that. All right, 1 second. What you got, Sharon? Can you see my screen? Let me know if I'm good to go. Cool. All right, so my name is Michael Dunn Jr. I am the co-founder, CEO of Giving Excellence. Giving Excellence is a youth-based organization founded in 2017, founded on a purpose to be able to connect the youth to the community and the community to the youth.
Giving Excellence Movement is a culture of individuals that are transforming the entertainment industry into an educational platform. Through a variety of services, we bring years of study, personal development, mentorship, and life experiences that not only educate the youth, but also aspiring entrepreneurs to walk as a role model and create positive change within their communities. We see there's a major need in the entertainment industry for powerful young role models that the youth can latch onto and bring about lasting change in not only their lives, but the lives of thousands of others that may need a helpful hand to get out of their current circumstances. Our services include live speaking at schools, businesses, and events, TV show and event hosts, uplifting music production, brand ambassador work such as commercial advertising, acting, and much more. If you would like Giving Excellence to come provide your school, business, show, or event a boost of positive, sustainable personal development, please inbox us at givingexmovement@gmail.com and visit us at our website at www.givingexmovement.com. We are honored to bring the movement to you and look forward to continuing to transform the entertainment industry into one that can showcase young, professional role models that our next generation can listen to for guidance and support. From Giving Excellence Movement, we love you and know you can and will give excellence in every area of your lives.
All right, so that's a video of when we first started off, started in 2017, 2018, going into the inner city schools. It started with me. I actually have a passion for working with kids. After speaking to my first class, since basically I got out of school. So this is a video of us. This is exactly how the movement started. This video inspired the movement.
I am a leader. I am here for greatness. I will give excellence. Give excellence is always spreading that positive. Uplifting the youth, they're doing what they can to be the.
All right, so we are Giving Excellence, and our mission here is simple. It's to enlighten, educate the youth on personal development through mentorship and multimedia. We aim to inspire the importance of self-education as well as an individual purpose and self-ideology. In 2018, Giving Excellence partner Lincoln High School to produce a youth TV show based on teacher personal development and life skills, entrepreneurship, and leadership, while also bringing influencers from the community to speak to the youth. We do that solutions to host community gatherings and events centered around youth organizations, companies, and giving the opportunity for the youth and give back to our youth. Our primary focus is to give our generation a deeper sense of purpose, guidance, and self-identity. Hold on 1 second. And to help them access their life goals and upskill to fulfill their potential.
Recalling the experience with.
So this is, we filmed a youth TV show, talk show at 2018 with Lincoln High School, and just went into the schools and got some people in our organization that also joined us to speak to the kids. And it basically was a platform to give the youth an opportunity to share what's going on in inner city youth, give them a voice, but also just hear from them, see how we can help them, provide them with resources and tools to be successful.
When we first got in contact with you, I thought that was a great idea. It was a novel idea, and I thought about this would be a good opportunity for my students to be a part of Giving Excellence. We feel that our students learn a lot, not only inside of the classroom, but also being physically involved with different organizations, and Giving Excellence provided that opportunity for the students. The other thing that I really like about Giving Excellence, because we have a lot of people that come here, guests all the time, to meet with our kids. And Giving Excellence, they came here with the ideas, the proposals, and not only you didn't come one day, you stayed the entire time. You was very involved, very hands-on. Kids got a chance to know you, build relationships. So overall, it was a fantastic experience with Giving Excellence. I hope there's other opportunities in the future that we can partner up with this great organization. And overall, it was just a fantastic opportunity.
Perfect. So right there, so the whole concept of the TV show was, we partnered with them specifically. They had the kids, they are magnet school, so they do also recording and videography. So they had the children. We decided that we wanted to do a show, so the kids got to participate in the show as well by being behind the scenes and also filming the TV show. The purpose of it is to provide mentorship through media, music, and ministry. Some of the mentoring facts, 16 million kids reach adulthood without a mentor to have them traverse both the challenges and opportunities that they face during the adolescence. Right now, the kids at risk, 9 million, when this happens, they have less support in the school. They're less likely to connect with the community, more likely to miss opportunities. So 100, so our goal obviously is to continue to lead the youth and to build them up to know the truth of themselves, what's possible for them by providing them the right resources, the right people in the community leaders to come out and have an opportunity to speak to the inner city youth, to connect with also industry professionals like, celebrities, athletes, people who have the status. They necessarily are not, they're so busy, but they don't have the time to come to the schools. That's one of the services that we have to offer and Giving Excellence. Once again, while we exist to, converse. We want to have a platform for the youth to have conversations about what's going on in their lives, whether it's internal or just in general outside. We want to provide a platform where they can connect with themselves, connect with each other, as well as connect with the community leaders and the influencers and our members in our organization that are committed to making a difference and a change in the lives of our youth. Currently, this is our team. It's me as the co-founder. That's my business partner, Sean Doherty, and Lori Brooks, who is our COO. We partnered with Lori last year, last year, to be able to come into the schools and do yoga with the kids. And once the kids loved it, we had a really great feedback, and it seems to be something that's in demand within the youth these days. Is they would like to see more young people in the schools that can come speak, but also just spend time with them and have the presence to share with their gifts and what they do, and the youth get an opportunity to create that dialogue with the people.
Thank y'all for making this for us, because it's like we don't want to come to it. We want y'all to come to us and invest in us, like I said before, and believe in us, because that's all we want to do. We just want somebody to listen to us. So y'all just being here, thank y'all so much just for putting your investments into us. That's all I have to say. Thank you. That's really good.
Okay, so our business model, one of the things that we do, what we're striving to do a lot more of, is build a membership-based organization. So that's partnering with corporations, organizations, creatives, entrepreneurs, people who have a desire to be in, any type of charity, philanthropy, that want to give back. So we partner with them. We basically find the need within the inner city youth, the schools, and we're the bridge of the gap. So we whether they want to come on and speak through our organization or on our TV talk show, or they just want to be donate funds to our cause and our organization. That's one of our strategies, as well as revenue streams. We will be producing music, media, as well as mentoring. So partnering with schools, getting contracts to be able to provide more mentors in inner city schools. And also when we have our Giving Excellence Day, when we come out, we basically have one day where it's like I would say, it's like a creative day. So we bring on creatives, entrepreneurs, people within the community to come on. They have one full day where it's basically like career day, but we call it creative day. And we bring on people for them to be able to come out and share what they do, what it is that they do to make a difference in the community and to bring positive role models in the inner city school. And that's it.
Thank you, Michael, for your presentation. One question is, what did you glean from participating in this program?
I gained a lot. Most importantly, I gained more clarity on what I need to focus on specifically in my business. Being multi-talented and doing different things, you can kind of it's really easy to get sidetracked and all over the place. But specifically for this, it's helped me focus back on my purpose and my mission, which is to continue to work in the schools and be a connector and a bridge for the youth to be able to connect with the community and to be able to provide positive role models within the inner city school district.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Michael. Let's give Michael another round of applause. Thank you for your presentation. We are at time. Whew. Okay, guys, we are almost at the end of this road. I just want to say that the social media community has said these have been some amazing presentations. So give yourselves another hand, a hug, roll those shoulders like Miss Lori said, and, kind of do that woosah, because you guys are awesome. Okay, so we have 2 more presentations. Thank you guys so much for sticking it out with us. Next up, we will have Miss Tiara Brown with Leadership Now. Tiara, are you ready? Is she on? And no, she is not. Okay, so then maybe we only have 1 more presentation. Okay, so Mr. Juan, that brings us to you. And we have Juan with, okay, help me say your company name. I'm gonna let you say it because you say it so much better than I will say it, because I will butcher it. And you are on mute, Mr. Juan.
Oh, thank you for that. It's El Padrino, translates to the Godfather.
All right, the floor is yours, sir.
Thank you. Let's see. I've never shared a presentation on this, so just give me a few seconds. Okay, let's see. All right, can everyone see? Can everyone see this, or?
Yes, I can see it.
Awesome. All right, so the company name is El Padrino. Cocina Mexicana. This is our little, we're sort of rebranding. So this is our new logo. I added a theme to it, luchador, the lucha libre theme, because it has a sentimental value to that. So as growing up, all our family could afford back when we visit Mexico. We had a lot of the little luchadores, which is little fighting figures, and that's what the toys we would play with while visiting Mexico. So next page kind of gives a little history here. Originally, El Padrino, which is the first establishment, was founded in 1990 by Juan Sr., which is my father. Through the trajectory, our family is the growth of our family establishment basically offered us opportunities to create a second brick and mortar location, which we later opened in the Bishop Arts District. Through the commitment and our dedication of what it was coined then, father-son duo, it motivated me to establish another location in Southeast Dallas, which was founded in 2013. And the purpose is to, and continues to be operated with the family history at heart and a community approach. The vision, continuous improvement. Oops, I skipped one. Sorry, you can see that I haven't done this. The vision is continuous improvement, fostership of community relationships and community support. And this is not moving. Hold on. Okay, sorry. Not only does it Padrino support the community it serves, it also works as a community hub for local organizations needing a space to meet. We also offer dine-in service, but also do catering services for any occasion. During COVID, we actually had to switch gears and change our approach, which basically we had to offer only takeout services and also try to innovate that way, as we were forced to close out, and of course people were not going out or dining in.
Hey Juan.
And yeah, go ahead.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but you're no longer sharing a screen. Did you know that?
Oh, I'm not? I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me try this again. All right, let me know when you see that.
You're back on.
Awesome. Okay, so just to recap our timeline here. The original location was founded in 1990. Then you move over to 1994, and you could see that one of our very first establishments, as one of the very first establishments then to offer torta or Mexican sandwich, was just called tortas. Not sure who here has had a torta. You can raise your hand. And we were offering that in a fast casual dining space here in the region, which is in Oak Cliff, which back then it basically served as its own city. We captured, through that, we captured media outlets such as Univision to come down and invite us over to the studio to do live presentations. 1995, we opened our second outpost, which was established in Bishop Arts. And then in 2013, you could see that that's where I ventured out and established a third location, offering more options and communities and in the community space. Currently, continuously learning and working through an ongoing pandemic and the impacts that it's had to many of us in the industry. right? And some of our ongoing struggles for me, basically, and how to solve it. It's creating a solid marketing strategy plan with a measurable return ROI metrics, of course. Also provide physical updates to complement the marketing strategy. Some of the comments that we do get a lot is like, the food is great, but the place could use an update. As of now, we're a little frugal with the spending for any updates because, due to COVID and limited staffing, you don't know when we would actually need access to that capital. And next, marketing competition. So in the area, which is a Pleasant Grove area, I set out to go and research my competition and the market. So in the area, I visited some of the popular establishments, which is El Palote, which offers vegan friendly options, Molcajetes and Rodriguez Mexican Grill. And the reason I went to these specific locations is because doing research and trends, looks like folks are going for innovative items, like, for example, El Palote offers vegan-friendly options. So if you haven't been there, it's sort of using soy. You can almost not taste the difference, as if you were eating like a real taco. And also they offer vegan-friendly baking items. So you've been to a panaderia where they offer your Mexican desserts. You'll see in like some of these grocery stores like Fiesta or El Rancho. All right, and going over our strategy, definitely where there's a struggle, that's something that we definitely need to work with. So as we move forward to 2022, we're looking into focusing on our marketing strategy and partnering with marketing agencies that will understand our family history. Using that story and also our commitment to being not only a for-profit establishment, but also an establishment that looks of ways to support its community it's serving in. Also using some of the capital to obviously provide some updates to that establishment, and also continue fostering those relationships with organizations that we currently support. Oops. Okay, and here is our familia here at the restaurant. These ladies are basically what keeps me going. So these ladies work tirelessly and are very supportive and are like family. I've known them for years, and we are always, laughing and trying to have a good time while working. Right? And as you can see them, they're on the left of your screen, I believe. And then on the right side, you'll see a picture of me and my father. And my father, that's his establishment right there. That's, if you haven't been, it's on Jefferson Boulevard here in Oak Cliff. And if you're in the area, come on by. And lastly, of course, with we like to share all of our information out there, and it doesn't hurt to have an extra like or a follow on social media, but let's take it a step further, and hopefully I hope to see you you at one of our establishments. And I will open it up to questions if anyone has any.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Juan, for your presentation tonight. And I actually learned some new terms. I can't repeat them, but I have learned some new terms as it relates to Mexican eating. And I'm excited. So I'm actually looking forward to having some. And guess what? I hope you guys are too, because ta-da, hot off the press, we will be having Juan and his restaurant to cater for the B1 Bank celebration next week. And I forgot to mention, shout out to Nakima for coming through Global Entrepreneurship Week. She did some video footage for some of the events that took place for Global Entrepreneurship Week. Tiara hosted an event for Global Entrepreneurship Week. So B1 has been in the building. Latasha, I gotta get some goods so you can ship them for me, right? Like, we're trying to do big things. Khyree, I need to get on that site. Like, I'm a thrifter myself, but I need to go through Depop because, you know, Baghead is like extremely cool. Glory be, like, after my month of stuff, yeah, I need those vibes. So I'm gonna have you on the yoga. Once Kameelah gets, you know, mobile, I'm gonna have her work out all those, you know, kinks. Michael, I need that motivation, my brother. Like, it's about to go down, okay? Like, I am so excited. I'm so encouraged. I'm so blessed to have had the opportunity to connect with you guys for this B1 Bank program experience. Every time I do these cohorts, and Janae is a witness, so we run cohorts, right? We have them going on and on and on. And I personally learn so much each time. You guys are an inspiration for sure. And again, thank you for participating. Thank you for being a part of this event, this series, this night, simply because if there was no you, there would be no program. And if there was no programs, there would be no Darlisa, right? So I'm grateful to you guys. I am going to open it up real quick for any thought, any comments, anything that you guys want to say before we actually close out. Then I'm going to allow Janae to say some thoughts. We'll give some final announcements, and then we're going to wrap it up. So any closing thoughts, anything that you guys want to say, share? Yes, Nakima.
You should have known I was going to pop my hand up. So I just want to say that life, like Lori said, life for everybody with the pandemic and everything has just been really crazy. I would say the pandemic necessarily affected me directly, but during the same timing, I was going through a lot of just personal life things. And at the start of this class, I was very discouraged. I was very discouraged just in that particular season of my life because I couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong. And I'm very much a solution-oriented type of person, and not being able to identify the problems within my brand and my business model was like crushing me. It was destroying my morale. And I just felt like a lot of my efforts were in vain. And I was running out of resilience, right? And then I met you, Darlisa. Like, literally that day that I met you was a crazy day, and I barely made it to that event. You remember how late I was? And I met you and you were like, come to this class, and you pulled me to the side, and I was like, just excited to learn, because I was like, oh, I'm a nerd, I like learning, but this definitely is nowhere near the expectation that I had. This has Like if the ceiling was here, it was like, and it made another one and then broke it again. So I just want to say thank you for this. Thank you for what you're doing with your nonprofit initiative, because you've definitely, I know, changed each and every one of our lives. But I'll just say, like, not only has God been definitely blessing me and pouring out into me and just kind of putting everything together perfectly, but this, I feel like, was the glue to help me see like all the other pieces that have been coming together to help me feel motivated and confident in moving forward in the next season of my life as a business owner. So thank you.
Hey, Nikema, I've been crying literally all day long. Okay. I told myself, whew, my tears were over, but I'm gonna hold them in. Thank you so much for those words, because they do mean a lot to me. I cannot cry tonight. I'm out of tears. Okay. I can't do it. Cannot do it. But your words really do resonate, and I'm grateful. You know, I tell myself all the time, you know, anyone who crosses my path, I know that there's a reason that God put them in my path, right? Whatever the case may be. Maybe it is to challenge me. Maybe it is for me to pour into them. Maybe it is just to, you know, offer me some kind of a fix for that day, or whatever the case may be. So that event that we met at, I just so happened to get invited. And, you know, I don't really do those kind of things a lot. But first of all, the food was amazing that night. So I was very glad that I was invited. And two,
the lobster mac.
Right? And two, you know, I didn't know anybody in the room. That doesn't mean anything, because I will definitely make friends. But, you know, when you came in, we just started chatting. So I'm like, okay, let me tell you about what we got going on. So I'm very grateful for that. Other thoughts, words. All right. Oh, you want to say something, Miss Lori, or that's like
I do.
All right.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Thank y'all. Thank you to you, Darlisa, and Janae, and B1 program, because this has been supremely beneficial, like mind, body, soul. I've hired several business coaches throughout like my entrepreneur journey. And this literally was the only program that has like touched on what I needed, like the legalities, the types of documents, the infrastructure, learning the language. Like this has been very beneficial for me. So it's helped me build a foundation. And then also just getting to be vulnerable, like getting to connect with everyone and being vulnerable, having a safe space to do that. Because I feel like sometimes as owners and entrepreneurs, like people look at us as we have it all together. And that's like a total illusion. So, but it's nice to like be in this space where we can talk about what's not working in the business, or how our mental is this week, or like just sharing different tips and tricks. So I'm thankful for that. And then just learning that like my business, I really feel that embodiment of where they say like your business is like living, it's breathing. This is the first time where I can say like during this program, I can see that. So like, yes, I have a supremely long task list of things that I have not gotten accomplished yet. But then on the flip side, I can see like, oh snaps, I've accomplished a lot. And so that makes me feel really good. And I can see that the business is evolving as I am. And then one more thing, sorry y'all. So I do not believe in coincidences, just like Darlisa said. So I know for a fact, like all of us are here to connect for various reasons. And I hope that we do find out what those reasons are. Because before I came to this program, I've met 4 of you guys beforehand. Well, I met Darlisa, but then Steven and Shai, we met at the Entrepreneur Week, Dallas Startup, and then already knowing Michael, and then meeting Nikema a few weeks before. None of this was planned. So this is so divine, and I'm just really excited to see like how everything unfolds for all of us. So thank y'all for being a part of this journey.
Awesome. Thank you so much again for sharing, and thank you for being here, Lori. You know, like we need each other's energy, we need each other's vibes, and it has been amazing. Okay, Janae, you want to offer some words as we close out?
So I'll say this, and I'm going to be very brief. Albert Einstein wrote that the reason for time is so that everything does not happen at once. And I am the type of person that when God wants to get something to me, he shows it to me in a television show. because 9 times out of 10, that's where he finds me, is in front of my TV, getting lost in my characters. If you've ever watched the show White Collar, that was on, it was a great show. I need them to reboot it. But that is the quote that one of the characters said to another character. And as many times as I had seen that episode, that quote stuck out to me. The very next day, one of my devotionals gave me Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. There's a season. Everything happens in time in its own season. And one thing that everyone has said across the board is that this happened at the right time in their business. So here's my encouragement to all of you. Your business has seasons. There's going to be seasons when you feel like you're in Vegas and you cannot lose. Every proposal is accepted, every client pays, and they don't just do 18% tip, they're giving you 30% tip. Your cash flow is like the Nile River. It is just never ended. And then you will wake up one morning and it will be gone. And you're like, okay, well, what? I just yesterday you said that I could, what, huh? And that's because now it's a time for you to look at something differently. There's a new season. So each one of you were at this season where you all needed each other. And if you all, and I can see it, you all have connected and bonded. And I'm like, yes, I can see it now. They're going to be 5 years later, they have figured out how to do a partnership and they're growing and flourishing together. And that is my prayer for all of you, because we'll say it all the time. Entrepreneurship is very lonely. It is a lonely place. But by having people in your corner, by having strong partnerships, you will find that you're not as alone as you think you are. So I am proud of each and every last one of you. I have had an opportunity to kind of talk to some of you with homework questions or questions about what was coming down the pipeline or what did you miss. But my promise to each and every last one of you is you each have a cup of coffee on me. I would like it if somebody would take a sister up on a glass of wine. No, so if one of y'all can be like, you know what, Janae, I can't do the daytime. Can we meet for some wine? Thank you, Tasha. Thank you. Call me, because I know all the rest of y'all go like, can we get coffee? Can we get somebody? Let me buy them a glass of wine, please, so I can justify it. So I don't feel so bad about the drinking. So I love each and every last one of you. As Darlisa said, today has been a day of, just great highs. And I'm just glad to be along with all of you as you've been able to close out this program. I will not be there next week at graduation. But Darlisa will have something from me to you all. So please make sure you grab your goodie bags because I have done something for each and every last one of you, since I will not physically be at graduation next week.
Thank you.
Okay, so on that note, real quick, for all of you guys that are watching us in Facebook world, LinkedIn world, YouTube world, next week, we will actually celebrate these amazing entrepreneurs. They will be presented with their certifications. They will be able to meet the B1 representatives. It will be over dinner catered by Mr. Juan and his fabulous establishment, and we're going to have a great time. So if you would like to join us, send us the email, North Texas Entrepreneur Education and Training Center, and we may let you come and visit us. No, seriously, reach out to us. We would love to have you guys here with us to celebrate these amazing entrepreneurs. One thing that has not been mentioned during this call is that these individuals will now be awarded grant funds by B1 Bank. So because they have completed the program and they have upheld their end of the bargain, B1 Bank has agreed to fund them. We're not going to tell you how much because we don't want you in their pockets. However, be excited for them. Be excited that there are programs like B1 Bank that are pouring into entrepreneurs, and they are providing a landscape so that these entrepreneurs can continue to further their business visions. You guys, it has been an amazing journey. I am so grateful for this opportunity. Thank you all so much. Thank you to all of our viewers. Thank you to all of our participants. And absolutely, again, thank you to B1 Bank for this amazing opportunity. We will see you guys next week as we celebrate you for your final ride with the B1 Bank Entrepreneur Training Program. Thank you guys so much and have a great night.
Thank you, Darlisa.
Later, y'all. Thank y'all.
Thank you. Excited to meet who I haven't met so far in person.
Right? See y'all.